You know, cloud computing, it's pretty much the backbone of all modern tech, right? And if you're looking for that perfect entry point into this world, you've definitely landed in the right spot. Today, we're going to break down the Microsoft Azure Fundamentals certification, also known as the AZ-900. So let me just ask you straight up, are you ready to get your cloud career off the ground? Because this explainer is designed to give you the exact roadmap you need to get started. All right, so let's break this down. What is the AZ-900, really? It's Microsoft's Azure Fundamentals certification. And listen, the key word here is fundamentals. We are not talking about some deep technical wizardry here. This is all about getting a solid grasp of the basics. And probably the best part, you need zero, and I mean zero coding experience. So here's our game plan. First, we'll talk about why this is the perfect first cloud cert for so many people. Then, we'll dig into the real value it brings to the table. After that, we're going to demystify the exam itself. Then I'll give you a super clear 2-week study plan. And finally, we'll look at your career and what comes next. All right, first up, your first cloud certification. And the big question here is, who is this actually for? Who is it designed for? Well, the audience for this is way broader than you might think. Are you a total beginner who's just curious about the cloud? This is for you. Are you a project manager or a business analyst who just needs to speak the language to work better with your tech teams? Yep, this is for you. It's an awesome starting point for students and recent grads, and it is a crucial bridge for IT pros who are moving from that old school infrastructure into the cloud. Okay, next up, let's talk about the value of the AZ-900. I mean, why should you invest your time and energy in a fundamental certification like this? What's the payoff? Think of it this way. This certification is the fastest way to signal to employers that you get the cloud. For one, you'll finally understand what IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS actually mean. Second, this is your launching pad to more advanced certs like the Azure Administrator or Solutions Architect. It's also huge for non-technical folks, helping you talk the talk. And of course, it makes your resume look great. The best part? The prep time is short. Most people are ready in just 2 to 4 weeks. It's a classic low-risk, high-reward move. All right, on to section 3. Let's demystify the exam. We're going to pull back the curtain so you know exactly what to expect on test day. No surprises. So the exam is really split into 3 big chunks. And as you can see, the biggest slice of the pie, almost 40%, is Azure architecture and services. All that means is the test really wants you to understand what the main Azure services do and when you'd actually use them. The other parts cover things like management and the core cloud concepts themselves. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty. You can expect somewhere between 40 and 60 questions, and you'll have about an hour to get through them. The passing score is 700 out of 1,000, which honestly is totally doable. And it's not just boring multiple choice. They'll throw in some drag and drop questions and little scenarios to see if you can apply what you've learned. So, what's this going to set you back? Well, it's typically about $99 in the United States, but that can change depending on your country. But listen up, here's a pro tip. Microsoft often gives out free exam vouchers during their online training events, so definitely keep an eye out for those. And this is a huge deal. Unlike so many other tech certifications that make you retest every couple of years just to stay current, the AZ-900 doesn't expire. You earn it once, and it's yours. Period. So, the million-dollar question, how hard is this thing really? You know, it's widely considered one of the most approachable cloud certs out there, and that's because it's all about understanding the concepts, not being some kind of coding wizard. No coding, no hands-on experience needed to pass. Okay, now for the part you've probably been waiting for. Let's get super practical with your 2-week study plan. This is your roadmap to actually getting it done. First things first, where do you even start studying? Your number one spot, hands down, is Microsoft Learn. It's official, it's free, and it's perfectly lined up with the exam. It's a no-brainer. After that, check out some great YouTube courses. John Seville is a legend in the space. And then, and this is crucial, do some practice tests to build your confidence and spot your weak areas. Okay, here it is, your 2-week game plan. Super simple. Week 1, just go all in on the fundamentals. We're talking cloud concepts, Azure architecture, and the core services like storage and networking. Then, in week 2, you switch gears. Focus on topics like governance, pricing, and just start hammering those practice tests. It's a simple, focused plan that really works. And that brings us to the home stretch. Let's zoom out and talk about your career and what the certification really means for you in the long run.
So a question I get all the time is, AZ-900 or the AWS Cloud Practitioner? Let's put them side by side. As you can see, they're really similar in cost and difficulty. The biggest difference is, the AZ-900 is good for life, while the AWS one is for 3 years. And of course, the platform they focus on. Really, it just boils down to one thing. Do you want to play in the Microsoft sandbox or the Amazon one?
So what kind of doors does this actually open for your career? Even though it's a fundamentals cert, it seriously beefs up your resume for a ton of roles. The knowledge you get is instantly valuable for jobs like cloud analyst, technical consultant, and especially for project managers or business analysts who are working on cloud projects. It's a powerful thing to have. So let's get right to the bottom line. Is the AZ-900 still worth it? The answer is a massive, unequivocal yes. It's a globally recognized, super beginner-friendly credential that is the perfect foundation. It's the key that opens the door to more advanced expertise and a whole world of new opportunities. So there you have it. You know what it is, why it matters, what's on the exam, and exactly how to study for it. You've got the entire roadmap laid out right in front of you. The only real question left is, what's your next move?